their clothing, their personality, like within means. You don't want them walking around showing half of their body naked, but
Yeah.
within means,
Yeah.
just letting them be themselves.
All right, whether that's their Gothic style or
Yeah.
athletic style or whatever. Okay, very good. What was another way that you can help support that youth at home with their whole self-identity? You were on the right track with that. What about their food, their taste of music, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I just put letting them be their own person, because that kind of is like a broad scape.
Okay.
Like it could be their clothing, their food, their music,
Yeah.
just kind of like letting them figure out who they are, and letting
Okay.
them explore,
Yeah.
whether they want to be gothic or athletic or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, very good. I had a foster parent tell me she'll let the child pick out what kind of the menu one day out of that week. Whether that's something they can cook at home or go out to eat, but they let that child pick out, that Friday evening what they would like to eat for that menu. And that's a reward that they use to help build that child to, be compliant with the rules and regulations, behavior-wise and things like that. And that was something the child came to look forward to every Friday, was going out to a special place for them to eat or cooking a special dish at home. Whether she knew how to cook it or not, she had some time to try to prep. And that got more of the family involvement, family dinner time together. And that opens up for a lot of conversations with that child. So, very good. All right, and then the last question was, write one new thing that you would like to do to support your youth's identity development. I think in the video they hit on a lot of things that were, that was done to them that was, not, I hate to say wrong, but could have been improved upon in their own reflection. So I guess in your own reflection, what is one thing you would like to support, or how you would like to show more support toward that youth's identity? Could you ladies think of anything?
I think just really trying to get a better understanding of a child's past, their past. I think, if we really spend some time just really investigating, talking to them, or as you would say, maybe sometimes social workers has information or may have information, but just trying to really learn more about their past so that we can really help them to process that what needs to be processed. I think that's one thing that kind of stood out to me, that that would be in the area of improvement, because I think that a lot of times if if a foster parent gets a child in their home, they just like, you're here now, you don't think about the past and past experiences or whatever, but that's all a part of who they are. And so that if we can just really spend a little time investigating and letting the child know that that's important. And when they see that it's important to you as a parent, and I think it will make a big difference. It will build relationships,
And
So.
I think one good way you can go about that is utilizing the life books. Whether that's a smaller child, a middle school child, or even a high schooler, utilizing the life books, building upon those kinds of things from the day that they enter your home. Spending that time with them to put information in there. Whether they actually have photos or not, you can always be creative with those kinds of things. They can always kind of do a journal or a video. There's all types of different ways, but just letting them express that through that life book. And as time goes, that's a good point of reflection for you to use too, as far as how they're changing, how they're growing, so on and so forth, and opening up doors or windows for them to feel comfortable addressing certain things that has happened, and they just may have necessarily not even, wanted to discuss before. They're very good. All right, and then what about you ladies? What is one way that you are going to, you'd like to try to start supporting the youth a little bit more on self-identity development?
I think one thing that we kind of talked about was being open to shared parenting whenever it presents itself. Because I know not every child may have contact with the family, or we as foster parents can have contact. But when we have that avenue, it could be a really positive thing for that child if we could be on the same page and work together, and then we can learn a little bit more about what their history, what their likes and
Yeah.
dislikes, and the things that are important to that parent or that child to have. So I think that's one of the things that we could improve on.
Very good. Even if a biological parent is not open to that idea, there may be another sibling, there may be a grandparent, an aunt, uncle, or maybe even a close family member that knows more about that family than what you do, and try to help bridge the gap in between there. So very good being open-minded to try to help out. All right.
Okay, before we go into the next session, what we're going to do is take a 10-minute break. It is now 20 after the hour. We'll come back at 10 minutes, which will be 11:30. All right, so we're going to take a break.